Welcome to Excel tutorial. Today I'll teach you how I have created my bill payment tracker in Excel. So with the help of this bill payment tracker, you'll be able to track all your complete bills, and then it also comes with a calendar, so where you can easily enter all your bills and then you'll be able to track it. First I'll show you how the bill calendar is going to look like. So here you can see I have all the payments listed. So you can try to enter all the payments for the entire year. So all your bills can be listed and what is going to be the due date, and for each and every month you can completely enter in this my payments. And then here I have my bill calendar. So in this calendar you'll be able to track what are your bills are there for each and every day. So you'll be able to completely track with the help of this particular bill calendar. So I'll teach you from scratch how you can create this bill calendar. So I opened a new Excel workbook, and then here I'll go and name the sheet as my payments. And here I'll go to the top, and then I'll completely select this cells. So I'll say merge center, and here I'll have the title as my payments. I'll increase the size and then I'll do the formatting, and I'll also fill this with this color. So below this one I'll just try to create a table completely to track all my bills. So here I'll just try to increase the width of this particular column. And here I'll say I'll have all the totals value over here. So I'll just try to merge and center this one. So below this one, I'll have all my personal bills. And next I'll have the due date for each and every bill. So I can just try to center line this one completely over there. So I'll merge and center this. Next, we'll be having the plan value. So how much we have planned for each and every month. So we can just have the plan value over here. So after that, I'll be having for every month. So let's say I'll just try to merge center here, and then I'll say the month January. So like this, I'll just try to merge and center the two cells like this completely from, like, I need from January to December for the entire year I need. So I'll just try to merge and center. So the two cells over here, and I'll just try to flash fill this. So till July we have got. So similarly here I will select, I will merge and center. We have done till December. So now I'll just try to come over here and then I'll completely select this. So I'll do the formatting here for this completely. So I'll increase size, make this bold, and also I can fill this with the color. So below this, what I'll do is I'll try to enter all my personal bills. Let's say that whatever personal bills I have, I can just list down all these bills. Let's say I have the Wi-Fi bill, and then let's say I have the gas bill, and then let me say there's going to be water bill, and then some medical bills. So all these personal bills, I can just try to enter below over here. So next I'll come little bit below, and then here I'll have another category like subscription bills. So if any subscription bills are there, so there's going to be another bill category over here. So I'll have the subscription bill, and then the same to you, whatever we have, I'll just have it over here. I'll just try to completely highlight this complete row, entire row till December. And I'll also make this bold. So here I can enter if any other subscription bills I have, I can just try to enter. So let's say I have MS Office, and then like Google Workspace bill, and then let's say ChatGPT subscription bill. So like this, I can enter all my subscription bills over here. So let's say what is going to be the due date. So let's say 5th is going to be the due date for Wi-Fi. So for gas, let's say 5th, 10th is going to be for water, and 15th is going to be for my medical bills. And then for MS Office, let's say first. For Google Workspace also it's going to be first, and then for ChatGPT, let's say it's going to be 10th. So here we'll have what is going to be the plan value for each and every bills. So here let me say for Wi-Fi it's going to be $25, for gas let's say $50, for water $110, and for medical bills I'll have $250. Now we'll come to the MS Office. So here let's say it's going to be $30. And then for Google Workspace, let's consider $45, and for ChatGPT, let's consider $20. So these are all going to be my complete bill. So I'll just completely try to select this, and then what I'll do is I'll just try to convert this into the US dollars, right? So all these are going to be in dollars. So now I have done this. So next, what I need to do is, here at the top, we'll try to have the total values completely. So this total is going to be the total for this particular category. And here I'll try to have the total for the entire complete. Like for example, this total will have the personal bills total. So here I'll have the entire total for the complete all my bills. So what I'll do is I'll just try to merge across all these. So I'll just try to select this completely like this. And then I'll say merge across. So you can see all these has been merged across. So similarly, I'll just try to do for till December. So now I have got it. So next, what I'm going to do is here I need to find the total of the plan value. So that's going to be is equal to, and I'll select this complete personal bit. So I'll say is equal to sum of, and then I'll select it. So all my personal bills, I'll just try to select it till here. So this is going to be sum of the values. And then next I'll try to come here and try to find the total of all the subscription bill values. So I'll say is equal to sum of all the subscription bills. So here I have, so this is going to be sum of this value. So this is $95. So here completely we'll have this in bold. So I'll completely select this and I'll also do the formatting. So I'll say bold and also I'll increase the size over there. So here the total plan values, it's going to be equal to, so this personal bills plus my subscription bills, right? So I'll press enter. So here I'll get it, the complete value. Now next is I need to completely enter how much is going to be the plan value for each and every month and what is going to be the due date for each and every month. So that's nothing but it's going to be equal to, so this cell, right? So it is nothing but the same thing we'll be having. And for here also, it's going to be equal to, so the due date. So whatever due date we have given. So it's going to be the same. So same thing is going to repeat for my entire year. So what I'll do is I'll do the formatting, that is the absolute referencing over here. So it's going to remain the same. And then here also, I'll just try to do the referencing. So, and I'll just try to completely paste the values over here. So what we'll do is we'll just try to do it for other cells as well. And then we can just try to completely paste it. So here I'll do it. So it's equal to, so this is going to be the value. And here you can see that it is going to be equal to 5, right? So here also I'll do the absolute formatting. And here also we'll just try to do the absolute formatting. Similarly, when I come over here, so it's going to be equal to the 110, and here it's going to be equal to 250. And then for this one, it's going to be equal to the due date, and here it's going to be equal to 15, right? So all these things, we'll just do the absolute formatting. So now I'll just try to completely copy this, and then we'll be having the same thing for all the months. So you can see it's going to be the same thing for all the months over here. So till December, I have completely filled it. So here it's nothing but it's going to be equal to, so I need to have the sum of all these values, right? So the sum of all these bills over here. So I'll say is equal to, so like this, I can just here, I'll just flash fill this completely, this formula. So we'll get the values. So here also we can try to have the same thing. We can try to do it for the subscription completely like this, whatever we have done for the personal bills. And then here it's going to be equal to, so the sum, so that's nothing but, so the personal bills plus the total of my subscription bill. So this one. So I'll press enter. So since we have not filled the subscription, so we are just getting this value. So like this, we can also flash fill this for the entire payments. So this is going to be my complete payments over here. So next, I'll try to create the bill calendar. I'll try to create another one new sheet. So here, I'll consider this as my bill calendar. So here, at the top, I'll completely select, merge this one, and then say bill calendar. So I'll increase the size of this. I'll make this bold and also I'll fill this with the color. So here first, we'll have the month, year, and start. So these are all the important indicators. So to create the calendar, so I'll completely select this, merge the cells over here. And then here we'll have the values. So similarly here also I'll just try to do it. So I'll completely select this and then I'll make this bold. I'll also increase size. and then I'll have the outline borders for this. So here I'll have the month. So below this one, I'll have the year, and next below this I'll have the start. So which day it is going to be, which from like the calendar should start. So I'll have this. So let's say the month is going to be August, and the year, let's say 2025, and the start, let's say it's going to start from Sunday. So that's the calendar, it's going to start from Sunday. So after we have calculated this, or maybe I'll just fill this with the color. So after we have created this, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually create a, so for example, if the month is going to be August, so we need to find out what is going to be the number of the month. Okay, so here I'll have the ifs formula. So, and then I'll open the brackets. So what I'm going to do over here is that if for example, if this particular cell, that is the month. Okay, so if this particular cell, so if it's going to be equal to January, so what I'll do is I'll say comma and then I'll give 1. So that is, if this condition is going to be true, the value will be 1 over here. So the next condition is, again, if my D7 is going to be equal to February. So it's going to be equal to that one. So I'll have it as 2. So like this, I'll just try to do for the complete year. So I need to do this. So next is going to be March. So it's going to be March, it will be 3. Then the next condition is that, sorry, here I have given the quotation. So here I'll click this one. So if it is going to be equal to April, I'll give comma and then it's going to be 4. And then the next condition is if T7 is going to be equal to May. So it's going to be 5th month. And then next, if my D7 is going to be June. So I'll have it as the 6th, comma, if my D7 is going to be is equal to July. So it's going to be the 7th month. So next, if it's August, so it's going to be 8th month. So next, for September, we'll do it. It's going to be 9th month. So like this, we can just try to do it for the entire year, like October and winter. So I'll say is equal to October. So it is going to be considered as 10th month, and then we have if T7 is going to be equal to November, we'll consider it as 11, and for last, we'll do it for December. So if it's going to be equal to December, we'll give it as 12. So this is going to be the formula. So I'll press enter. So when I enter, I'm getting it as 8 because it's August. So if I try to go and change here June, see here it will become 6 1. So automatically it will change. Okay, so this is something very important. So I'll do it for August itself. So I'll say August. So we'll have 2025 and then Sunday. So next is we need to do the calculation to calculate our date. Okay, so this date is something very important. So I'll say is equal to, so here I'll have the date formula. And then first I will select the year. So here is nothing but this is the year, right? So this cell I'll select, comma. The month is going to be this 8th month, comma. The day is always going to be 1. Okay, so it starts from 1. So I'll say, so this is going to be start date of my particular calendar. So that's why I've created this. So next is I'll try to go and create the calendar over here. So to create the calendar, so I'll first do the complete formatting and then we'll try to do it. So I need to adjust these columns. So I'll just try to adjust all these columns. So totally for 7 days I'll have. So here like for 7 columns, I'll just try to adjust the width. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So totally for 7 we have. So after this one, what we'll do is I'll just try to completely highlight this. So here we'll be having our days, what day it is going to belong to. So I'll say merge and center. So this one we'll have it like merge and center. So here I'll be having all the days. So here we need to have like Sunday, Monday, all these days listed over here. So I'll just try to go and start from Sunday. So here I'll say the Sunday. Then next I'll say Monday. So now I have completely set all the days over here. So I'll just try to completely select this. I'll make this bold. I'll maybe a little bit increase size. And then we can also just have a light color filled over here. So next we need to try to list down our complete dates over here for this calendar. To do that, I'll be using the formula. I'll say is equal to if, and then I'll open the brackets. So here I'll check whether my D11, so this cell, if it's going to be equal to Monday or Sunday. So I'll check whether if it is going to be equal to Monday. I'll say D13 minus, I'll be using the weekday formula over here. So weekday, and then I'll select the date over here. So comma 2 I'll give. So because it will start from Monday, right? So I'll give 2 plus 1 I'll give at the last. Okay, so if this condition is going to be true, so this will be the value, or else I'll give comma, and then what I'll do is I'll say D13 minus weekday, and then I'll open the brackets. So I'll say D13 comma 2 and I'll close. So this is going to be the formula. So now when I enter, I'll get as 27. So I need to go and change this format. So I'll go to custom, and then if you're not going to change this to custom, so we'll get the output as this number is going to be the output. So I'll go and change the format to D. That is nothing but date format. So only the day I'll have. So that's why I'll just change it to D, and then I'll give OK. So here you can see I'm getting this number. So here it is going to be equal to, the Monday is nothing but, so G11 plus 1. So that is going to be the Monday value, right? So like this, I'll just try to completely flash fill here for till Saturday. So you can see from 31st, and then from 1st 1 2 I'll just get it. So after this, what I'll do is I'll just leave some space for a little bit to enter our bills, and then what I'll do is I'll come over here. So this is going to be, let's say we can just highlight this over here, so we'll know. So I'll highlight it with this color. So this is going to be the date column. So similarly here also we'll have like this, we'll just try to highlight it. So I'll highlight this with this color. So here I'll say it's going to be equal to, so this cell plus 1 I'll say. So here it is going to be third, right? After this one, I'll say it is going to be equal to, so G19 plus 1, right? So this formula I'll say over here, and then I'll just try to flash fill this completely here. So till 9th we have got. So similarly, I'll give some space, and then here I'll come and I'll highlight, and then I'll have the background. So this cell, it's going to be equal to my Saturday, that is M19 plus 1, I'll say, and then here the Monday is going to be is equal to, so G27 plus 1. So next I'll just try to completely flash fill here. So we'll get all the numbers till 16. So now I'll come over here, and then I'll just try to select this completely. So for the next, we'll do it. So this is going to be equal to my M27 plus 1. And then this cell, it's going to be equal to my G35 plus 1. So here also, I'll just try to flash fill it. So now we have got till 23. So we'll go and do this here. Now and highlight this. So this cell, it's going to be equal to my M35 plus 1. And then here, it is going to be equal to my G43 plus 1. And now I can try to flash fill. So at last we can have one more column completely over here. I'll try to highlight this, and then here I'll say it's going to be equal to, so 30 plus 1 I'll say. So we are getting 31st, and then here I'll say it's going to be equal to, so G51 plus 1. So we are getting again from the next month, we are getting 1 2 like this. We are getting it completely over here. So this is going to be my entire calendar. So I'll just try to completely select this calendar. So till here I'll select it, and then I'll just draw a border for this calendar. So now you can see I'll have the complete calendar over here. So with the help of this calendar, what we can do is we can just try to enter all the bills, whatever we need to like pay on these particular days. For example, on these due days, first day, whatever we need to pay, and for 5th, whatever bills we need to pay, and then we can enter these bills detail over here, and then we'll be able to completely track our complete bills. So if you wish to use the entire bill calendar and then track all your bills. I have given the link for the complete bill calendar template in the description. Please do check it out and then you can download it from there. Also, I have created many different templates to track your personal finance, like the net worth tracker, debt tracker, bill calendar, syncing funds, and many more templates I have created. So if you wish to use these templates, download and use these templates, you can visit my website plrduck.com and then you can try to download it from there. All these templates are available for both Google Sheets and Excel. So the important thing about this is it comes with master resale rights and commercial rights. So you can just try to edit these templates and then share it with as many people you like. I hope you would have liked this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more such content. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.